And welcome to the final of the Rip Curl Women's Pro here in Bells Beach. Courtney Conlogue versus Stephanie Gilmore. Kaipo Guerrero along with 89 Bells champ Martin Potter for the call in this final. And Potts, we got a final on our hands, don't we?
Absolutely, Kaipo. I can't wait to see this final unfold. Both these young ladies well deserved to make it to the final. Courtney Conlogue had some crazy hits this morning, had to get past Carissa Moore, Tyler Wright, and Steph Gilmore. Well, she had to get past Joanne Defay and also Lakey Peterson. But there's the matchups, 7-2 in favor of Steph Gilmore, but all those stats are out the door. It's the finals.
Here we go. Courtney Conlogue off the bottom and carving off the top. Nurses that turn through the top. A little bit of a bumpy face to deal with and gets the board swung around again. Conlogue working her way through. A little bit of a flatter section here. More of lip popping up for Conlogue. Courtney aims for the lip, glides through. This wave continues on down the line, but not the easiest way to serve. Makes it through, score that, finishes Potts. I know you're a fan of that. Right behind her, Stephanie Gilmore. Double pump off the bottom. Beautiful arc for Gilmore. Comes around the corner and stabs through the lip. Wind up and an aggressive snap, losing the fins for a second. Building up some momentum and speed down the line. Aiming for a nice carve back to the power source. Waiting for the double up on the inside and another carve. So clean surfing, fluid surfing, and a finish with a beautiful fins-free snap for Stephanie Gilmore right on the sand.
Wow, I love it. Just total aggression from both young ladies to kick off this final. Wave for wave, and that's what I want to see. Jet skis assist in effect, so these young ladies get to have a little bit of a breather. The paddle is out of the way, and Courtney using a little bit of a longer equipment. Let's have a look at Steph's wave first, though. A little bit of white water on the face of the wave as she drives through that first turn. Beautiful style. Critical turn right there, throwing caution to the wind. I love this turn. Snaps it there, releases the fins. And then look at the speed, look at the energy she's using to get this board moving all the way through. Setting this inside up and looking for that dynamic finish, which is so important. And Steph Gilmore showing some energy, showing some pizzazz, showing some I want that bell. And that's the first wave of the final for her. Courtney Conlogue on a little bit of a bigger wave. So she drew first blood, so Steph knew, I've got to answer back, I've got to stay in touch, I can't let this young lady build too much confidence. Nice wrapping turn from Courtney. She looks so powerful on her feet. Doesn't look like she surfed a bunch of heats today. She looks fit and ready. Nice snap right there. Now she needs to finish off. Done all the hard work. This is an important section of the wave. Jams it there and one more turn up and over. Critical stuff there from Courtney. And you can see it comes out standing tall was Courtney Conlogue. So a great exchange for the final.
And we're waiting for the numbers from that opening exchange so we can set the stage. And they just came in 8-3-3 for Stephanie Gilmore. An 8-point ride for Courtney Conlogue. And that's the way, Martin Potter. We want to start a final. Here we go, Steph Gilmore. She likes what she sees here, and she's going to utilize her priority. She's got a bit of time to make up, and searing. That was a beautiful first turn for Stephanie Gilmore. Follows up with a little fin release snap. She's gonna have to stick with this wave. Looks behind her to see if Courtney's on anything. Now keeping the rails free, building up some momentum down the line. Steph with a snap, a little layback snap at that, and kicks out right behind her. Courtney, little cut back, showing the power in her surfing to hold the rail right through those roundhouse cutbacks, and throws the board up into the white water for her finish, and answers back and says, there you go. As we see the skis make their way around the buoy, and we're going to take another look at these waves.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at Courtney's first. You can see that second wave of the set, a little cleaner. Courtney up and over, critical stuff. Powerful turn off the top. Absolutely ripping that wave to pieces out the back. So looking at those first couple of turns, maybe advantage to Conlogue on the outside section. Now let's see what she's got on the inside as she does that nice, smooth, clean wrapping turn. And just finishes off nicely. So some seriously powerful surfing out the back. Steph Gilmore's wave, a little bit smaller. Let's see the quality of turns out the back from Steph. Hooking into that first maneuver. Beautiful stuff from Steph Gilmore. Talk about the style. Now, judges don't necessarily judge style, but it is important to have a good style, let me tell you right now. Steph Gilmore, one of the best styles in the game. Very elegant yet powerful as she brings this one through to the inside. Jams it in the pocket. Maybe a little bit more of a dynamic finish for Steph on that wave. It is going to be exactly the same as the first exchange. Let's have a look at Steph's again. I think the judges want to really nail this because it's an important turn. That first turn was dynamic, done in the right place, done with speed, done with conviction, a lot of power. We love it.
Absolutely love it. And the scores are in. Second wave for Stephanie Gilmore. This one, an 8-point ride, a flat 8. Courtney Conlogue right behind her scored a 7.27. So the story out in the water, Stephanie Gilmore out in the lead with a 16.33. And Courtney Conlogue with second priority, looking for an 8.33 better. There's the score line. We can see all the judges' individual score spots, as low as a 7.2 and as high as an 8.3 pots.
Yeah, what I love is what's just about to hit the lineup right now. Let's see if Steph Gilmore can get herself on this wave.
Oh, boy. Well,
mistake.
We've seen it before. It just happened again to Stephanie Gilmore. She lost priority. Courtney Conlogue now with priority, and you know, we talk about the crack in the door. That door is slidden open for Courtney, just needing an 8.33. I say just needing an 8.33 because she's already handed us a 9.33 and a 9-point ride today.
Now Steph Gilmore, what's she going to do? Can she entice Courtney Conlogue to catch the first wave of the set? Looks like Courtney is going to go. And she has a look. Steph says, well, you know what? I've got to go.
And Gilmore up and riding. That double pump bottom turn we've been seeing all day. Flows through that section. Has to grab onto that white water, but does a good job to hang on. Looking for more open face, and she's going to find it. Little cut back. Winding up on the inside here, and mistimes the final maneuver right behind her. Courtney opening up the shoulders, and Courtney also kind of mistimes a combo attempt, hangs on, bucket bronco, and rides through. And look at the face of Courtney Conlogue. That is determination, Pops.
Wow, that was determination. I can't wait to see what she did on the outside. And Courtney Conlogue, nothing was going to knock her off that wave, was it, Kaipo? Steph Gilmore, series of, well, that one massive turn out the back. Let's have a look at Courtney. Wave number 2 of the set. Cleaner on the face, so she gets to hook into it a lot better. Massive turn from Courtney. Almost was looking for the barrel right there. And now she starts to milk this one through the inside. So now that finishing maneuver that we saw did not quite connect. So it was all due to that one turn out the back. Very similar to Steph's wave, but Steph fell at the end. Steph had that one big transition turn. Let's have a look. Pretty critical maneuver here from Steph Gilmore. She comes off the bottom, holds that bottom turn, and really goes for it. So that was kind of all really that was on offer out the back. And then this inside section where she milks it through, kind of made a mistake through the inside. So this inside section is not going to add to the scoring potential on that wave. It's all going to be due to the outside maneuver. I don't see Steph improving her situation.
Courtney Conlogue is 6.43 on her last wave and a 4.23 on Stephanie's.
This is exactly what Strada's talking about. First turn, beautiful. And then she comes off the bottom and sort of hesitates right there. Look at that section that went begging. That's where she really needed to unload and then finish off strong. But just that one, you know, maybe delaying that turn maybe a little bit more and going for something special, or trying to fit 2 turns in there. But there was definitely a section out the back. I mean, that was a clean, hollow section that was asking to smash. But, you know, it's easy saying that sitting here.
So she, again, can play a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense. I mean, it's way too early to go into full defense mode. She's going to take this as an offensive opportunity. Steph Gilmore with a nice opening snap, working her way down the line, aggressive. Off the top there, right through the foam, punching the lip, and now Steph's going to just have to ease, keep the rails clean, stay with this wave, and hope that it doubles up into something special on the inside pots. We'll see what Steph has. Lip glide, and just gets bucked off the toes going forward, and that visibly hurt your pots.
Well, it's all the hard work done, and then just losing that last maneuver.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a tricky section. It's got so much side wash and chop and reverb from the beach deciding as you're coming into that section what kind of maneuver you want to do. All the hard work was done out the back. Let's have a look at this first turn. Nice snap from Steph Gilmore. This is what I like right here. That is going for it. Just almost sort of a wheelie into that lip. And then, as you said, just trying to keep that rail clean, trying to get that momentum, find that sweet spot on the board because you're going to need it through this tricky inside bowl. Waiting for it, waiting for it. Now she reacts. She does all the hard work and then goes down, so that's not going to better her situation. So, priority lost, and she didn't capitalize on that. She needed to maybe try and better that 8.0. I think it was maybe going to be borderline anyway had she finished that wave off.
Had a good time, everyone! Woo! Oh, waves on the outside. Here's Courtney Conlogue. Look at this one. Up to the boots for this one. Go, guys.
Courtney with a big opening carve and following up. This might just be what the doctor ordered for defending champ. Couple of big turns to open up her account. Layback. Carve coming through this inside section looking for the finish, and Potts has talked about that. Oh, competition long.
Oh my goodness. 1000% today. Look at this solid set wave. Steph had to sit back and watch that second wave of the set, nice and clean. First maneuver, giant turn off the top. And now another one. So she's got the outside section down pat. This is where she needs to keep that board moving, building her points through the inside. Goes for that layback snap, looking for that 2-for-1 on the inside, and didn't quite connect it. So trying to get two turns in there instead of maybe focusing on one big one. All the hard work done out the back. Scores dropping for Courtney Conlogue, and ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute cracker, even with the wipeout.
Even with the wipeout, by virtue of those three big turns, Courtney Conlogue chalks in a 9, the highest single wave score so far of the final. She takes the lead over Stephanie Gilmore. Now Stephanie Gilmore needing an 8.68, so that would have to be Steph's highest scoring ride so far in this final.
8.68 required. She is going to have to go the first wave of the set. Is she going to be in position? Is she too far out? She's paddling.
Oh, we hear the beach announcers, and not enough, too far out. And going back to back, Courtney Conlogue is the 2017 Rip Curl Women's Pro Champion. And a little bit of frustration is going to get taken out by Steph Gilmore on this Bell's Bowl, but good news for Stephanie Gilmore. She can hold her head up high. She's going to retain that yellow Jeep Leaders jersey going into stop number 4, Potts.
Wow, look at that. The spoils of victory right there. The hard work is done. Courtney Conlogue, she wasn't happy with her start so far this year in 2017. She came to Bells Beach. She has got a special relationship with this wave. From the beginning of her career, she made it quite clear she wanted to ring that bell. She got injured when she was looking fantastic on her way to winning it. She came back, she worked hard, she won this thing, she rang that bell off its stand, and she is going to do it again. Back-to-back wins here for that young lady.
I hope they put some extra bolts in the belt, because get ready for the heavy hand of Courtney Conlogue with a well-deserved victory. She came back from behind, Potts, and in addition, you know, on her way here to this victory, that semifinal was just a warrior. That was a warrior struggle right there. 9.33, 9-point ride in the last 9 minutes of that semifinal.
Well, you look at those first two exchanges. I mean, that would have been enough to disillusion anyone. You know, lost the first exchange, lost the second exchange, had a go at that third wave, and it just wasn't enough. Kept her head in the game. Steph made a couple of little mistakes, took the wrong wave. Courtney was on the one behind it. 9-point ride. Thank you very much. And took the lead, took the win, and there you have your 2017 champion. Well deserved.